Welcome to Operation Dad Bod. This program is intended for people who don't have a lot of time, but want to get into peak physical shape. The program requires 4 days of training and less than 5 hours total in the gym. You can do it at a commercial gym, you can do it at a boutique gym, or you can do it at a home gym like we're going to be doing it today. Today is my upper body training day. I'm going to walk you through the entire program step by step. First exercise of the day is going to be a neutral pull down. I'm focusing on my lats first. That's the movement that I'd like to make the most progress in. So I'm doing a neutral pull down because when the elbow is close to the torso, that's going to optimally work the lat. As your elbows flare away from your body, they're going to work more of your upper back. Because this is an in-home gym setup, I've pulled a bench near my cable rack. So this is a functional trainer. It has both a power rack and a dual cable pulley attached. You can see here, I'm really driving my elbow down to my hip as I push my fist away from me while doing these neutral grip pull downs. Second exercise of the day, I have a chest supported row. I have my bench set up to a 30-degree angle. I'm using the rep Pep dumbbells here, and I'm using a strap so that grip is not a limiting factor. You can see here that I'm counterbalancing on the opposite side, but I'm only pulling with one side. My left side is doing the work. I like to do my movements as unilateral when possible, but you can do this with both hands simultaneously if you want to for time's sake. I'm really driving my elbow back down towards my hip again. It's very important that I work my lat while doing this exercise and I get some of those mid traps involved as well. Really important to stabilize when doing this movement. Third exercise of the day is going to be lateral raises. I'm doing a cable lateral raise using a cuff. The reason I'm using a cuff is it's much easier on your elbows. As we get into our 40s, we have to start worrying about elbow tendonitis. Sometimes I get tennis elbow even though I don't play tennis. The joy of aging, but it's better than the alternative. So here we are, we're doing cable lateral raises. When I do these, I really focus on getting my fist as far away from my body as possible. I don't think about just trying to lift up my hand. I think about trying to lift my hand away from me. So I like to do these in higher repetitions because your AC joint, your labrum, your shoulders, as you just age, they get more and more delicate. And that's why I like to use one, the cable, and two, I really like to focus on higher repetitions with this exercise. I'm going to flip around. I'm going to do the other side. Same exact thing here. Stay braced to the abs. Really get that fist as far away from you. I'm almost pretending that the entire time I'm doing this exercise, I'm trying to touch something that's away from me. Like I'm reaching out with my hand the entire time while doing this movement. This is an awesome exercise for your physique. Everybody looks better with wider shoulders. It makes your waist look smaller. Incline bicep curls. Set up a bench to a 30-degree angle, and then I'm going to lay back on it. You have my head here. It's obviously forward. It should be laying back on the bench, but I'm really grinding here. I have long arms, so biceps are very important to me. It helps balance out my physique. I train very intensely while doing this exercise. And that's what it's important, that you take the lift to failure. The program calls for 10 reps. I only get 8 here, but I pushed myself through all 8 reps. That was all I was capable of doing. The reason that we're doing this on an incline is traditionally when you do a dumbbell curl, it's only difficult through the mid portion. With this, it's going to be difficult at the bottom and the mid portion of the lift. So it's very, very important that you adjust your weight. And most importantly of all, push yourself to failure when you're doing these sets.
My name's Jacob Zemer, and I've helped thousands of people get in the best shape of their life. There are plenty of apps out there that focus on your training or your nutrition or even your health. However, very few apps address all 3 aspects. And in order to get in the best shape, you must address all of them. For that reason, my app has an educational program that will teach you about preventative health, blood work, cardiovascular activity, along with providing custom training for as many days as you can commit to and the exact gym equipment you have available. Also, you will have a tailored nutrition plan based on your unique physiology. I wanted something that everyone could afford. All of this is available for $1 a day on my website. Right now, if you click the link in bio under app, there's a 7-day free trial. I'm looking forward to helping you change your life.
Fifth exercise of the day, we start to get into chest. This is a slight incline, elbows tucked, dumbbell bench press. Let's break it down. So I like to start my chest training with upper pec because for me, that's my weak spot of my chest. My lower chest, my mid chest is bigger than my upper pecs. I want those upper pecs because they create a beautiful shelf. This program is designed to be aesthetic while at the same time be strong and be jacked. And the reason that I'm tucking in my elbows is because that really targets the upper pecs. Now, I'm using a slight incline as opposed to traditional incline because for me, the higher I get up on an incline, the more I get shoulders and the less chest I actually get. I'm showing the second set of this exercise because I want to talk about the anatomy of the pec and also technique for this exercise. So when we look at the pec, it's made up of the pec major, which attaches to the sternum, and you work that portion by bringing your arm across your body. And then you have pec minor, and that's your upper pec, which attaches to the clavicular head. And if you want to work that portion, you're looking at shoulder flexion. So if I was trying to work pec major, I would have my arm come across my body. So my elbows would be flared out as I press. But because I'm trying to work my upper pec, I have my elbows tucked in. And by doing that, I'm going to target my upper pec. And now we're doing traditional dumbbell bench press. It works the portion of the pec that connects to the sternum. And you can see here perfectly what I was just talking about. See how my elbows are really flared out? As I press, my arm comes across my body, and that's going to work on the bigger portion of my pec. I started with my upper pecs because for most people, they really want to grow that shelf of their pec. That's where they struggle to build their chest. But it's very important that you focus on also bringing your arm across your body when training chest. Finishing up here with tricep pushdown using the rope. Want to make sure that we keep our shoulder blades squeezed together. I love this exercise. I always get a great pump in my tricep when doing it. And that is it, guys. This is Operation Dad Bod. I'm showing you how you can get a great physique, only training 4 days a week. I have an app that has a free week trial. If you want to learn more about how to train, you can go to jacobzemer.com.